people attack you and your character or your looks or whatever it is, your response can inspire others.
Fight over what the truth is.
Okay, good morning. This is Lucky Links coming to you from sunny Marin, California today. So, I'm always getting messages from people and requests from people to put up spells. Can you put up this kind of spell or that kind of spell or this kind of incantation or no. The answer is no. I don't just put that stuff out there for people to do. And this is why. I have iterated this. I have said this over and over and over again. There's a lack of responsibility, people taking responsibility these days. There's a real lack of taking responsibility, and I don't even have to go to magic for this. Take a look at how many animals out there people are breeding and then throwing away, or children. They have children and then they abandon them. They don't want to take care of them anymore. They don't want to raise them. There's a progression to this sort of thing, and then what it creates in the world around it is horrible, because people are not managing the energy that they bring into being. Or people will put things on social media that just throw whatever bad mood they have out there, right? So they're having a bad day and they put some BS on social media, and then everyone sees it, and then it affects them. And they don't care that they put it out there. They were just having a bad day. They're not really taking responsibility for the energy that they're putting into the world, okay? Now, if people won't take care of their own children, if they won't take care of animals that they breed, if they won't even take care of the words that come out of their mouth and they just shove it out there to affect whomever in whatever way it does, or the people who create art, this is the one that really bothered me, and this is the one that made me walk away from teaching. The art that was being created was so irresponsible, and the stuff that they were putting out in the world that would leave people worse once they had experienced the art. Not better, not uplifted, not thinking, not challenged. But they put them in a place where the experience left them worse than before they had experienced the art. And they were wanting us to teach this garbage, this stuff that really, it didn't make people think. It made people indulge in victimhood or pain or suffering. Not even to see how one could get out of it. No, just the suffering and worse suffering and more suffering. That was finally what made me say, I can't do this anymore. I can't be part of this. If people can't take responsibility for those small things, why would I give people magic on a YouTube to just go whatever and just not manage the energy? If you do those kinds of things, you have to manage that. That's yours, and you must manage every aspect of it. And there is a great deal of irresponsibility out there in New Age and pagan communities where they're like, just do this spell, and then what? And then what? And the result I see all the time with my clients. Well, I had so-and-so do this magic for me, or I did this magic for me, and now this person is having this experience. What do I do? How do I stop it? You don't. You were supposed to manage that, but you didn't. There is a reason why people are supposed to study with a master and in a lineage, because those sort of things are taught, and then those sort of things are managed. And it is really irresponsible for the person to sit at home and be an armchair magician and kind of, I'll get a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. I'm not going to commit to anything. I'm not going to commit to any lineage. I'm not going to help make anything bigger. I'm just going to do things for my own needs when I feel like it. And then when the results come in, whatever. And I know this is what happens because I'm constantly getting clients who make invocations, who set energy out in the world, and then it comes back, and then they don't take care of it. They push it away. Well, you wished for this. So these are the reasons why I won't put some of that stuff out there. And this has to do with video number 5 on spirit communication. If you're not taking responsibility for your energy, if you're not taking responsibility for your thoughts, if you're not taking responsibility for the words that you put out there, if you're not taking responsibility for how your actions are affecting the world around you, or your thoughts, or your ideas, or the invocations that you make, why would the spirit world want to interact with you? Because it's only going to be irresponsible. Now this is kind of shocking, but I'm going to tell you this story. I had someone come to me once who was very sick, and they had made a very bad contract, a very bad deal. They made promises in a certain religion that they didn't keep. And when they left that religion, the beings that they'd made the contract with were sort of wanting to pay. They wanted payment. And they came to me and they said, well, can you stop this? And I asked the particular entity, I said, well, what is it that you want? And he said, he made a deal with me. And he said, well, why can't I have him? He's only going to throw his life away on some other deal immediately after this. And I couldn't argue with that, because the individual was not taking care of the energy that he put out there, his wishes, his invocations. So people are not even caring about what they think, what they speak, what they put out in the world, but they want to interact with the spirit world. Why? So you can amplify the damage? This is why it's so important to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you're doing it. Because the results that are happening in the world right now are because of things going out of balance with all of the deals, the invocations, and the contracts that are being made, that are not being managed, that no one is taking responsibility for. And all you have to do is look around the world all day, take 24 hours and look at all the things that people are not taking responsibility for. You see someone drink something on the street and throw the thing on the street, or you look at the garbage on the street, that's not taking responsibility for your energy. If you see the animals that are being abandoned, that's not taking responsibility for your energy. The children who are upset and in pain because their parents did not take responsibility for the energy that they created. The child does something that suddenly they disagree with, and now the child is disowned, or I'm going to destroy this child, or this child is competing with me, so I'm going to make him or her feel worse. I see this constantly with the parents did not take responsibility for those kids. Look at what's happening at your jobs. Are the people at your jobs taking responsibility for what they're doing in the workplace? Are people in your home cleaning up after themselves, or taking responsibility for their energy? So why would I put invocations and spells and things out there for people to start to unleash on the space that people these days are not taking advantage or responsibility for? So think about that. I'm Lucky Links, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. If you'd like to get a reading from me, or if you'd like to talk about some contract that you made that went terribly wrong, which happens to me all the time, I get a good chunk of my clients come on that for that reason. Or if you'd like to take a class, 779-302-8009. I'm doing a beginning tarot class in July, starting in July. Okay, beginning tarot class. I'm going to show you from the storyteller's perspective how this results in the story of your life. Take a look at that video I did on the artist, and it'll show you exactly how a story can unfold with the tarot. Or I have a couple of Lenormand classes. I got a basic and a grand tableau class. I have one in crystal ball reading, which is a whole lot of fun. Shows you how to not rely on the cards. And then what do I got? I got Mexican Loteria. And I got one in I think I got one more, don't I? I got 7. Playing cards. So if you'd like to take one of these classes, I would love to have you in the class. Contact me, 779-302-8009, and I'll tell you how to get in and what the fees are. Also, if you like these videos and they are helping you, and you would like to donate to help keep them coming, well then, I'm going to put my PayPal and my Venmo below.